Okay, welcome back. So this is about Gen AI, right? This is where we start the Gen AI activity. So in the last phase, you started your AI strategy, and you are in the process of shortlisting the Gen AI tools. Currently in the market, there are very less Gen AI LLMs. Basically, you need to create a LLM if it is for the enterprise use, or use one of the public LLMs, right? Most of the open source tools are already trained on the maximum rules, regulations, and if you want to set up an enterprise LLM, you can pick up any of the open source tool and start with it, explore it. So there are Cloud is there, and Grok is there, Gemini is there, Copilot is there. Also, lastly but not least, ChatGPT is there. ChatGPT, yeah, Grok, Cloud, Cloud. I'm sorry, I'm not used to how to pronounce it. I'm trying my best. Cloud is there, and also Gemini is there, and Copilot is also there. So when it comes to enterprise, especially in finance sectors or where certain compliance is at a stringent level, we suggest you to come up with the enterprise LLM, uh, which is more secure, right? This you have to develop in-house in this case, right? Especially because of the compliance factors related to information security and other things. Here it becomes tedious, especially because you have to train them on your products, you have to train them on your services, right? It's not just a conversational AI tool. It's supposed to have specializations specific to your domain, your uh, uh, industry, specific to your product, specific to your services. This is where your entire process of training the LLMs goes in, right? It's basically setting up context. What is the product? What is the context at which the services needs to be provided? So you would train. Let me put it across in a different way. There are certain confidential things also. I worked in one of the manufacturing units, which was way ahead of AI adoption back in 2018 to 2019. It was a manufacturing company which wanted to reduce their waste, right? So what used to happen is it's basically a equipment manufacturing company who basically had a molding setup so that the equipment's parts are molded in a specific way. The waste used to occur especially with the in relation to molding errors, which used to not only it wasn't just a effort waste, it was also a material waste, as in the spare parts were wasted, especially because it was not molded properly. So what we did was basically image processing. For us to do the image processing, we have to train the LLMs as to what is the right acceptance for the molded product, right? So we had a early detection in place specifically in ensuring that the molding parts are arranged in a proper way. If at all it is molded as it is due to human errors, there were chances where the end product would have deformed, because of which using image processing, we had to train the LLMs to identify what is right alignment, what is wrong alignment. right? So this goes back to the uh, severance, maybe what I have seen as in clicking those dots in one of those episodes. So in the same way, we had to train the LLM to identify what is right, what is wrong, and what is the right alignment. Right? This is just an example. So this way, there is a enterprise level LLM specialization that has to be done. So internal LLM has to be developed so that it guards the risk related to information security, right? So now there are certain places where you use enterprise LLM. There are certain places where you will be adopting the product-based LLM. For example, let's say that, how to give an example? Let's say that ServiceNow is a good example. So ServiceNow comes up with its own virtual agent, which is more of a conversation AI now, basically, right? So here, what happens is it is already equipped to handle all uh, support related to the product and what is documented inside the product. The tables are structured in a good way. So it makes it easier for you to adopt a ServiceNow based product based LLM support for the customers, right? You can also train it on your product support cases so that they come up and give the right resolution instead of developing your own LLM. Your enterprise LLM is required where basically it's more of financial transactions, right? Which happens over different tools, right? And intellectual property related concerns or information security related concerns. That's where your enterprise LLM will come into picture. But product support, there are many which you can develop because these product support are not something which is confidential to you, which might risk your brand's name. Rather, it's just a product support or maybe a conversational AI where a person is coming for some help or a request and we are enabling it. That's what a ServiceNow LLM will give you, right? It helps you navigate across the help resources. It helps you provide support for your services and products, but there's no intellectual property involved in that place. So that's where you can utilize this particular LLM, which is more of a product support. And I see that other SaaS products are trying to come up with it, but my information is limited to ServiceNow, especially because from past 8 years I have been into ServiceNow implementations, right? So I have a first-hand information of the new releases which comes out as in the release notes. So there is already a agentic AI which is being released. We'll come to agentic AI later, but you get the gist, right? So there are multiple factors which comes into picture. It is not all size fits everyone. Sorry, one size fits everyone. So basically for high risk. Imagine, let's connect back to the previous step what we had, automating low risk entities, right? Now coming to high risk entities, you have to develop your own in-house built enterprise LLM, right? When it comes, or at least have your own flavors. Even if you adopt the open source models, you're supposed to train it specifically and bound it with the security layer, all right? This you can equip on the technical part. With that, Gen AI is, if I have to give uh, practical examples of what what kind of Gen AI capabilities will be used. You can automate the entire service desk call taking role. All right. You can automate the entire chat process. You can automate the entire email process. All right. Now, conversational AI is done and voice-based interactions are done. Amazon is a good product, by the way, for enterprise, especially for taking calls and automating the service desk, right? So these two parts are done. Next comes the what does the what does the next one say? Next one comes the workflows, right? So we will end the Gen AI podcast here. Gen AI is just a part of current developments which are on par. ChatGPT is good, and Grok is good with Gen AI, right? And even Cloud is good, even Copilot is good, even Gemini is good in ensuring that they understand, comprehend, and respond appropriately to all kind of queries, right? So they have been well trained on the conversational part. Next comes the workflows. We will visit the next step in the next episode. Thank you. Bye.